All right, everybody, you are tuned in to SpotCheck here on 91.1 KLSU. I am your host, Nick at Night, or Nick Frewin, and today I am joined by another member of Cul-de-sac, JoshSimmons.
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. What is up with you, man? How you doing today?
Man, I can't complain, bro. Life good. Shit, sun shining.
Big night last night, huh?
Oh, yeah, most dope.
Can you explain why it was a big night last night?
Oh, yeah. So, really, last night we had one of our first shows in New Orleans last night. Shout out to the homie Wakai. He had a album listening party for his project he about to release top of next month.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, we all performed. We had one of the homies, Anaya from Loyola. She's pretty nice. She
I saw the clip of y'all performing.
Oh, yeah, we got a unreleased track we did.
Okay. More work coming soon, maybe? Or
oh, hell yeah. Me and her got some stuff on the way. Really, the whole entire collective, the whole gang, we did a couple unreleased individually, and we also did, shit from the projects that we have.
So what was your set list? If we can go off name only, like what were you playing?
What did I do?
Yeah.
For my set, so I went with a throwback at the top. I did Medusa.
Okay.
But I switched the beat on him though. My homie D Sanders, he produced a lot for like Isaiah Rashad and shit.
Yeah.
He made a beat for me, and I just threw Medusa on top of that for the intro.
Okay.
Came back with your personal fave. Came with the Hypnotize.
Oh, Hypnotize. Okay.
The second track. Third track. What was it? SF MoMA. I switched the vibe a little bit. And then I finished out with Wood Grain. Some
okay, so
keep the crowd
went
going.
out with the banger. You went out
always.
Yeah.
You know that.
What song were you doing? You had the hands in the air. What was that?
Yeah, that was Medusa.
Medusa. Okay. Which is one of your older tracks, right?
2017.
Yeah. Okay. No, also before I wanted to keep talking about your music, but you mentioned something that I got to touch on the subject. You and me have a favorite rapper. Or I don't know if it's your favorite rapper. You and me have an appreciation for a rapper. He's slightly underground.
Who?
YG Tut.
That's crazy.
Preacher's Son.
No,
Great
Preacher's Son,
fucking
bro.
album.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
right?
Yeah, slept on, bro.
Slept on. I said this the other day on with the interview with Sunscape. That is for me a top 10 hip hop album for me personally. Like in my favorite. Like I'm also from Tennessee, so like
Chattanooga.
Yeah. I'm from Nashville.
He's from Chattanooga.
He's from Chattanooga. That's why he's tapped into YG Tut the House and all that. But like that whole project is beautiful, and he's a hard ass rapper. I don't know why I didn't get more recognition.
It came at the right time too. At least for me, I was in high school at the time, and I remember I was just like. I was in gym. It was PE, and I was just kind of like, that's what SoundCloud was the wave and shit. And I was just scrolling, and then I seen it, and then like, what was it? Fall of Goliath. It was like he used the J. Cole beat, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And then ever since then, it was just kind of like I just let the rest play, and I just fell in love with that shit, bro. That shit was fire.
No, it's a great. I mean, I think I found it on Spinnerilla back before they just got rid of that recently. No, I tapped it. I think I tapped into YG Tut and Shmino like the same time period. So like I really I think I expanded my hip hop knowledge a lot with those two because I know when you came in, we were listening to She Already Decided Shmino, which is a great mixtape. You haven't heard it, go check it out.
She already decided.
Yeah, it's just he's got a line on there where it's like she's crazy with the mouse. She's my Joskiat. That's a bar. Like I mean, that's one of the bars that went over my head the first time.
Yeah, Shmino wordplay crazy.
Shmino wordplay is crazy, and I feel like he can rap with you, he can sing with you, he can do. I think my favorite song with him is was it Crushed Ice? Crushed Ice is hard,
Crushed
bro.
Ice,
yes, that is. That is no. So I had to bring up the YG Tut for sure because I know you. I think you posted on your story before.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I talked to. We have a mutual friend, Brandon the Goat. That's the homie. That's my guy. And we were I was playing YG Tut in the car when I was hanging out one time. He's like, bro, he was like Josh, like I was like, okay. I was like, I got to ask him about it.
Type shit.
So one thing I've been doing the last couple episodes of this is I went through your songs. I got some lyrics from you.
Okay.
From 3 of your songs, okay?
All right.
I want to read them to you,
okay.
and I want you to know if you'll know the song based on the lyrics.
All right,
okay?
Let's do it.
So I'll just say this. It goes from it goes from easy, medium, to hard.
All right.
Okay, so which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the hard shit. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. This is just 2 lines, all right?
All right.
Baby, I can guarantee, catch me swerving out in Dallas, moving at a high speed.
I said that?
You said that.
I said that.
You said that.
Catch me out in Dallas swerving at a high speed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That
sounds familiar as fuck, though.
So I will say this. It's not your song.
It's not my song. Okay.
It is a feature.
Okay. That's
the
curveball.
That's why it's a curveball. Yeah.
All right.
And if you want.
Dallas swerving at a high speed. What you want with Gyra?
What you want with Gyra? Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, because I was gonna throw more lines in there, but I was like, let me make it the hard one.
Let's keep it hard. Yeah.
Okay, so do you wanna go medium or easy next?
Whatever. What you feeling?
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you're gonna know this one, but definitely, I mean, it's your song. But okay. Mama want me sober, smell that odor, that's the pressure pack. Either kicked out or catching clout, just remember that. So I'm steady choosing, improving, and staying focused on music.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, that's Medusa there.
That's why when you just said it, that's why I was like,
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, and I think this next one is gonna be pretty easy, but I had to throw it in here.
Let's do it.
Just a couple things, a team on the rise. Just a Glock with a beam, ain't a thing but demise. You ain't got a damn thing on me but your pride.
That's Hypnotized.
Hypnotized.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
the one.
One of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
So when you were telling me about your set list, I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I did both of those.
You did both of those. I'm like, please tell me you didn't do the gyro track. Which is cool that you did the gyro track, because What You Want, I think, and then he had a feature from YG Tut like around
right
that time period.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, you know what I mean? I was wondering if that's how you got put on, but it sounds like you knew him way before that.
Me and Gyro kind of got similar tastes as far as music goes. So yeah.
Well, I will say that's one thing I appreciate about the Baton Rouge crowd or the hip hop scene. Y'all very tight knit. You got features with each other. You know what I mean?
It gotta be.
It's not a big city. It's
it's a small city, so it's just like compared to like, you know, LA, Atlanta, or whatever the case may be, where resources are very like accessible. Like out here, it's very limited. So it's kind of like, in a sense, it's only to your benefit to, you know, work with your partner, work with your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And like create a village. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody be like trying to compare like the scenes to like, oh, we want to be like Chicago, we want to be like Atlanta, we want to be like Cali, bro. But you don't even work with any of the local artists. In Atlanta, in any of these other cities, there's no such thing as a local artist. It's either you make music or you don't. So it's just kind of like, why are we over here in the sense of, oh, he's still underground, oh, he's local, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. Nah, bro, he makes music. You don't tell a painter, oh, he's a local painter. Nah, bro, he paints. So it's just kind of like, you know, just kind of keeping that same approach, and that's how we just try to treat it, you know, share these resources, everybody just open arms and love, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, only good things come out of that, you know? You
know what I think would be cool? I think if there was a Dreamville-esque project for Baton Rouge where it was all these Baton Rouge hip-hop artists, because there's a lot of cool artists. I don't know who would produce it.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
We talked about that shit.
Like, what would the collective, what was it?
With the collective, bro, because I got like, you know, I got a setup and shit at the crib.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 setups.
I've heard.
And that's a spot, bro.
I've heard.
That's a spot, bro. So I was actually just thinking about like, you know, just taking that step and being like, you know, F it, charging it to the game, and just being like, hey, bro, everybody pull up, bro. Just like schedule a couple days out the week, and we just started getting sessions in different rooms and just locking in and just seeing what we could get out of it. Because I feel like you said, bro, we don't really have that, and that's something that I feel like the city low-key needs.
Yeah, and if the city grows, you all grow. Like, you know what I mean?
It's popcorn, bro.
Any success
it's the popcorn effect.
I mean, like, and there's enough. I mean, I can name artists that I can name artists I want you to feature with right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like from Baton Rouge artists, at least. I got some more ideas. We can talk about that.
Yeah,
like,
we gonna dive into it off camera.
We can dive off that camera.
I like surprises.
Dave Stokes, love like I. Oh, do you?
I'm gonna just rub my hands.
Oh, okay. It's gonna rub his hands. Okay. He just released a great album called Into Soup.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Great, Tommy Rouge, who...
Yeah, that's my homie. I want to get some with him for sure.
The thing I like about... Because I want to get him on the show, right? Because I mostly... Like, most of the hip-hop guys I've had on here so far, it's like... even though his shit is lyrical, but you know what I'm saying? His shit is a little more hard-hitting.
Yeah, more
you know
hard,
Like, big woozy, like these... Like,
no, it's more raw. Yeah. It's just raw. And that's why I like Tommy, though. Because it's like... He's very smart.
Yeah.
This dude is very...
his story is so...
Bro, like he's tapped in on another level. So it's kind of like for him to like be here and be able to construct his words and break it down for like for even a simple-minded person with no disrespect, but even with anybody with no creativity or any type of that, they can still paint that imagery in their head because he's very like vivid with his words, and I love that shit about him.
No, so I think like this project would have to include those two. Gyra, obviously, you got to be on there. Wakai's got to be on there. The whole cul-de-sac's got to be on there. There's a couple different producers. Dude, listen, we got off camera. We gonna
dive into that. We gonna dive into that. That sounds hard.
I'm kind of tapped in with this Atlanta underground scene. You know, like Marco Plus and all them.
Marco Plus, that's the homie. Yeah, that's the homie.
So, but his collective, Backseat Collective, whatever it's called. I'm tapped like there's a guy named Loki Hasn't Died on there. He's got a great project. They got this producer named DePalmy on there, and I'm telling you, like the product. But the thing I like about that stuff is, hard and not found yet. And so that means it's easy to collaborate. It's mutually beneficial for both y'all to collaborate.
Because we're going to build.
You build together. That's what I'm telling, like artists, when you're coming up, you can release the stuff by yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't, and you should. But if you're trying to grow, if you collaborate with somebody, you get their audience and your audience. You know what I mean?
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you are obviously pretty experienced. When I was doing a little bit of research for and it brings up the 225 article from 2018 talking about you being. So you've been a part of this for a while. You have been working.
So before the scene was really even where it's at now, bro. We've been here.
Been through it all. What Kai told me about the recording studio underneath the staircase at his house. Can you that
shit.
That's some old school stuff.
I'm gonna keep it real. That shit iconic, bro.
Yeah.
Like looking back on it, it's like, a lot of people, we were so ahead of our time. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But like, nah, bro. We were literally 16, 17 years old, like really like making like real shit. Yeah. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie. We always talk about it and we reflect. Of course, nothing we could do about it now, but only learn from it. But it's like, bro, like no exaggeration, bro. We made hundreds, maybe a couple, like hundreds of songs. I know we probably hit 1,000, bro. Like I swear to God, bro. Like every day after school, we would literally either walk or we'll just like ride with Duno. Like he'll give us a ride to Austin's crib. Yeah, we'll stay there under the stairs. Literally, we in high school. We get a couple dollars. We get a 30 count from Chick-fil-A. Yeah. We'll get that. We'll stay in the studio. We'll eat. We'll record. And then, bro, it's like, it's a school night. My mom blow my phone up. Hey, bring your ass home. Let me finish this song, Mom, please. I'm getting punished, all kind of stuff. Yeah. But it's like, bro, it was just so pure, like that energy. Like, and we didn't even release half the songs, but it's just like, we were so just in the midst of creating that it was just kind of like, it was very like, it's just very nostalgic.
Well, it's a process to create. Like you can to genuinely create. You know what I mean? To build like because right now y'all have an audience. You have a reputation. You know what I mean? And and that's from like you said you've been dropping in 2017, 2018. You know what I mean? You can come on the scene. I feel like all right. So a guy could come on the scene right now and he could be dropping the same quality of stuff as y'all, but I feel like he won't get the attention in Baton Rouge because he hasn't been around as long. You know what I mean? Like time does tell. You know what I mean?
Most stuff. Shaking hands, kissing babies, like metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? Just like. Building just like that, that trust value with the consumer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, in a sense, Drake can drop a motherfucking house project and then double back and drop some with 21 Savage.
Which I love that project, for the house project, by the way.
It was hard.
Hard. Like liability off that. That's like liability
Falling
is like. Back. Well, Falling Back is great. The whole album as a house project was great, but liability off that, the slowed and chopped, like. There's that's why I like Kanye and Chief Keef.
Hold My Liquor.
No, that song too, but they got but the Chief Keef song. What was it called? I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm telling you, that song for me is like I'm really into like the slowed and chop, but even
chopped and screw shit.
The chopped and screw shit, like I like the hip. I like hip hop, but when it comes to vibes, yeah,
bro,
like
yes, chopped and screwed.
I mean, you can, and not even just chopped and screwed, like because if you like my favorite Nobody by Chief Keef. If you ever heard it, like that's what I'm saying. But like that one is just a beautiful just vibe. That's why like my favorite Kanye album. And I think that's very subjective, right? For me, it's 808s and Heartbreaks. You know what I mean? That's just
iconic, bro.
Yeah, it's an iconic album. And
it changed the game, like literally.
Uzi wouldn't be here. XXXTentacion, Lil P.
The game wouldn't be what it is right now.
Wouldn't be what
808s wasn't a part of hip hop until he did that shit for real.
I want to do because I do underground sounds. I want to do a show because I think 2008 was one of the best years for hip hop.
Yeah,
for at least
2008 to 2012 was like the golden, like our generation's golden era.
And it was like a passing of the torch because one of my favorite rappers is Q-Tip, right? I love Q-Tip, and he's 2008. He's got an album called The Renaissance. All right, listen to that full thing if you ever want to explore just a hip hop album and like just the ideas he did. He has a whole song where the first minute it's just acapella, right? Acapella, hard as hell, and then the beat comes in and it sounds like crazy. I wish rappers did more shit like that. I know it's a little bit more experimental and it's kind of harder to pull off, but if you can get it right, like 99 Problems, Jay-Z, where he does the acapella and then the beat kicks in, which Rick Rubin came up with that, by the way.
Rick Rubin, yeah.
Oh, he's that. Like,
he's that.
He's that guy. I mean, he's working on the Travis Scott album. I don't know if you saw
Utopia.
That. Yeah, Utopia. So one thing I got to ask you about is you were just in LA, right? Or you were just in Cali?
Yeah,
LA?
LA.
Okay. What were you doing there? Maybe you can't get into specifics, but what was the plan?
Yeah, so we was out there locking in a couple of things. So I had a hella sessions.
Yeah.
I cooked up with the homie Incognita. If you're familiar with her.
Not.
Well, she signed to Issa Rae's label, Radio, and she's hard as fuck.
Yeah. Is this for a project that you work, or is this like? What
she said it was gonna be on her album. Hopefully
on her album. Okay.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully,
is there anything like? Are you? Because obviously, demo came out January
25th.
So what's going forward? Like, is there any projects coming out for you? Are you working on an EP album?
Oh yeah. So most stuff. Well, I answered the question. Now I'll get to
that. Yeah.
So did that. Had a couple sessions. Linked with a couple producers. Homie D Sanders, like I was telling you, he produced for Isaiah, Aaron May, and all them.
Oh, Aaron May, hard.
Facts. Yeah. Had a couple other sessions with a few of my other homies like Sean Joe and Trent. He like interned with Internet Money and stuff.
Okay.
Then outside of that, just been cooking like on my own. You know what I'm saying? Had a couple photo shoots and a couple meetings with a few different labels, just trying to get distribution for this next project. Yeah. So that's why we haven't really like pressed the gas on any like new project or anything as of right now, because it's like I feel like demo was very punctual, in a way. So I'm letting it ride. We got a few more videos for the demo that still got to come out. Okay. So we still pushing that. Got some merch that's about to drop.
Oh, your videos are like you worked with I don't know the name off the top of my head, but y'all did the freestyle in New York.
Oh, Sung,
dude.
That's my brother.
His videography skills are amazing.
That's my brother right
How did you tap in with him? How'd that happen?
Honestly, bro, like the way we met was very crazy.
Okay.
It was on some stuff to where it's like situations like that just kind of show me and remind me that like that this is all bigger than it's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than us, So basically my homie Sung, he's from Korea.
Okay.
But he ended up graduating school, took a road trip with him and his his ex-girlfriend at the time. Whatever, his girl at the time. And I took a road trip around the whole country, bro. From New York all the way down to Cali to
not even
Louisiana.
from here.
They hit it after they graduated school, so they just started riding around. And
must be scary.
Yeah. That was dope though.
Like cool, you know what I mean? But like
type
a brand
shit.
new country, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
going crazy.
Yeah.
So they did that, and in the midst of that, I'd be back and forth between here and Houston. Yeah. So I was with my homie Rondé. I was with one of my videographers, Excalibur and stuff like that. We were shooting, just getting some clips and footage, photos and stuff. And like I said, he was on a road trip, and so he ends up stopping in Houston.
Okay.
And he had a photo shoot with somebody, but they canceled on him.
Okay.
So we were like all outside, and me and like my homies, we walking on like whole other side of the little field or whatever. It's like a little parking lot type shit. And we kind of just see like this guy like with his camera just kind of like pointed at us. Yeah. And we kind of like, I point him like, man, who the fuck? Like, who's recording this right now? Like, who that is? And so we end up kind of like, walking up to each other, chopping it up, and like the vibe just kind of hit instantly. Like, it was like magic. And like the next day, he texted me and he was like, he showed me like a video, which was like a TikTok he made like of us when we wasn't paying attention. Yeah. He recorded, and it was like.
It was hard.
It was hard. Yeah. That shit almost hit it like.
You're gonna have to
at least 10K.
You're gonna have to show me at some point.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the TikTok.
Yeah.
It was quality shit, and I'm just like, yo, damn, like this shit fire. Like, hey, bro, let's stay in touch. Let's link up. And he was just like, yeah, bro, we gonna link. Like he said he was gonna go to New Orleans. Yeah. We end up not linking in New Orleans because just schedules didn't align.
It's like I told you last night. Like I wanted to come to the show, but
just schedules didn't align. Life
happens.
And just from that, we just stayed in touch, and he had a couple different like deals going on. He had a commercial with Ray-Bans. Yeah. And he was shooting for it. And he hit me up. He was like, yo, that Wood Grain song, I want to use that for the commercial.
Oh, shit.
And then ever since then, like, me and him just been.
Wait, was it using the commercial?
Yeah.
Dude,
hell yeah, bro.
I didn't know that. That's fucking awesome.
Nah, that shit's fire.
Yeah. Did you get a free pair of Ray-Bans for it or some
like
shit?
I don't know if you've seen the glasses with the little cameras on them. Mm-hmm. So they have like different like commercials. So there's like the, TV commercials. Then there's like the social media advertisement commercials. And basically for the social media aspect, they use like wood grain for it. Okay. Now that shit was tough.
Damn. And honestly, it makes sense. Social media is a younger crowd, hip hop younger crowd, so it's targeted. It makes sense. No, I didn't know that, dude. That's such a.
It was crazy. Yeah, like random.
But you like kind of like. All right, I always say this. I used to believe in coincidences. Like it just happened. I don't really believe so anymore.
No such thing as that.
Like
everything is for a reason.
Because now y'all are tapped in. You know what I mean? You're creating this great content.
Exactly.
Like, and it's nice to have like. So one thing I've been learning recently is you can't do everything yourself. Nope. Okay. As much as I because I do everything this podcast myself, and I've been trying to design graphics for it. I'm not good at graphic design, Josh. I've been learning that, and I thought it was something you could teach yourself.
Yeah, but everything you can, but
to a degree.
Some people are better at certain things. You know
just naturally. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta plug the right people in the right places in your life. Something I've been learning. It sounds like, but when you have the opportunity to meet somebody as talented as he is, like,
it just flows.
It just flows. Damn. Yeah. No, because I remember I was seeing that. That video of you rapping on the side on the metro. Well, I guess it was in New York. Yeah. So
that was all in New York.
Yeah, shooting there, and then you get onto them, and you're still rapping.
Yeah, that's just
that would have been cool to have been in like one because those other people didn't know what the fuck was going on, right?
Yeah.
So it was just like
it was funny.
No, that must have been really cool. No, and then like random. I will say one. That's why I was interested in interviewing you. Obviously, you know, I mean. Great music, love the music. I've already told you that.
Thank you.
But you have interesting stories. Like I'm gonna ask you about. I need you to go in full detail.
All right, bet.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yo, that's crazy.
Give me the rundown. Like,
all right,
I have an idea of what started, but for if you can give me the full story.
Full story.
Yeah.
All right. You know, it's crazy. I told the story so many times, so I might butcher it a little bit, but I got you. Yeah. So basically this was like 2018, 2019.
Okay.
This is before COVID, before all of that shit.
And let me start before you get that. Let me ask. So in 2018, 2019, how serious were you about the hip hop?
About music?
Yeah, about music.
So of course, I mean, I've been doing music since I was I've been playing drums since I was 4.
Oh, that's dope.
So I always just loved music.
Yeah.
I started recording myself and taking it a little more serious. My freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Really, I'm gonna say my sophomore. Freshman year, I recorded my first song.
You went to school here in BR?
Yeah, I went to Woodlawn.
Woodlawn? Okay. I'm not from Baton Rouge, so I don't know the high schools like that.
So Woodlawn High, bro.
Okay. Is that where you tapped in with the cul-de-sac guys?
So I actually met them in middle school and elementary school and shit like that. We go way back.
Which we're gonna get back to these questions. I'm keeping track, so don't worry. We're definitely gonna touch on this. But I heard something. Not to bring up any cul-de-sac drama. Okay, it's nothing serious. But I asked Villa who the best dancer because he said y'all kind of started y'all were dancing and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to dance.
Villa, and I asked him. I was like, who's the best dancer? Who do you think he said?
That's crazy.
He said him.
He said him.
He said you were a second.
It was ass. That boy was garbage. Hey, Trey, Villa, you garbage. But nah, I'm playing with you. Nah, bro. That was just kind of before we started doing the music very seriously. We used to skate. Yeah. We used to dance. Okay. We used to just we was always just doing something creative or just something out of the norm. Of course, we played sports and stuff, but we were always still on the artistic side.
What was your best sport?
I played baseball.
Oh shit.
But then I stopped because I don't know. My dad just wanted he wanted me to be so good. It kind of just pushed me away from it.
Yeah.
But I used to really like baseball. Yeah. I played soccer throughout high school.
Okay.
Left mid. It was crazy. And other than that, bro, I was a band head.
Okay,
I liked football until I got hit, and I used to want.
I was the same. Yeah. I played football I only played basketball growing up.
I didn't like getting hit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I remember.
I'd be ready to fight.
Me too. I got my helmet knocked off, and I was bro,
we fight. Dude, I'm about to go home.
I'm not doing this, dude.
I'm okay.
Dude, he's 14, 220. You know what I mean? Dude?
Bro,
you're not 14. Let me see the fucking birth certificate.
Yeah, bro. And I've been small my whole life.
Yo, me too, bro. Tall, lanky guy. So I'm not I remember I got my helmet knocked off. I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna play basketball. I'm just not
this ain't it. This ain't for me.
I'll take a charge, bro, but I'm not getting my helmet knocked off. Yeah. No girl is gonna talk to me at the middle school dance, bro.
Right,
it's not happening.
They not forgetting this.
No, they're not. Virginia Beach. I haven't gone back since. That's where I tapped in with, like I said earlier, J Mac's little brother. We went there, but I remember he would make fun of me for the not really, but some
just clowning you.
Yeah, damn, you got your helmet knocked off. I was bro, check up, bro. We play some basketball. But anyway, so. Back to
the story.
Nipsey Hussle. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh no, bro. We chopped it up. Yeah. But as far as that, so that was pre-COVID, and I was going through a lot at the time, just dealing with grief and just a lot of just family and personal issues, and so it was a very tough time for me, a very pivotal time in my life. So just kind of just to put it in context. Yeah. So I ended up going to Complex Con in Long Beach. Okay. I think this was, like I said, 2018, 2019.
Complex Con. That's some OG shit right there. That's crazy.
That shit cool.
Yeah.
So end up doing that. It was a 2-day event or whatever. So first day I go. I'm just walking around shopping, just catching the vibe, meeting people, stuff like that, whatever. And as I'm walking, I'm actually about to leave. It was towards later in the day, And I hear like on the intercom, it's like kind of muffled. It's like freestyle. I just kept hearing freestyle. So I'm like, all right, let me see what they talking about.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, I'm just walking around, just following the sound until I see like this little booth, and it's like it's Yes Jules, Smoke Perp was there, like Adam 22, like Trippie Redd was in the crowd, Guap Dad.
This
like,
is some 2018 shit.
2018
like, this
shit,
is some
yeah.
real
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Guap Dad,
yeah.
like, just kind of just like.
Love Guap Dad, though, yeah. But,
this is before he kind of went up, too. So it's kind of like, if you knew, you knew. But, like.
Adam 22 in 2018 is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was like
that's
the
like
cool Adam,
yeah.
Not the washed up Adam. Like, he wild. Yeah, he wild now. But, like when No Jumper was like a successful platform.
Like, it was, and honestly, like, not biting style or anything like that, but I loved his interviews so much. And, like, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Influenced by, yeah. Because, like.
that was a staple at one point in time. Like, bro, I want a No Jumper interview. I want to be on No Jumper. Like, everybody wanted that at one point. Because
they were in depth, but they were also like, and that's why I liked them. You got to know, it wasn't just about the music. You know what I mean?
You was knowing about them. That's
why I'm talking about this stuff with you. I want people to know about you. First of all, I just want to know more about you. And then, you know what I mean? Like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Any fans in the future? I want to know about Josh. I want to know about JoshSimmons.
Yeah, because any like No Jumper project, video you watch, you could kind of like go down that rabbit hole and learn a lot. Like they'd be like at least 45 to an hour. So it's like you're gonna learn a lot from.
That's what we aim for. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
Hell yeah. But we're not. Listen, I will never not rocking with it. But I'll never go the route that he's going now.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I'm not gonna get into details.
Never doing none of that.
Now
he's over with for that.
Not shaming it. But I'm not doing it.
He's over with it.
He's over with it.
I'm shaming it.
Okay.
I'm shaming it for sure.
Also, I don't know if you want to take a look at this real quick. This Polaroid came out. If you want to take a look, maybe show the camera. I'm gonna get you to sign that before. I got a pretty good collection of local artists that I've been getting to sign.
You're gonna make a crazy book, bro. That shit gonna go up.
That's exactly what I'm working on, bro. I like putting together. Like I'm going hiking tomorrow in like Mississippi, and I'm working on a butterfly collection book. Sounds not that interesting, but I've been in love with butterflies since I was like last 3 years. So I've been getting my camera out there. You know what I mean? Just getting a scrapbook because
that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a hip hop one. I'm gonna get you to sign this. This will be in there.
All right, let's do it.
I already got another one of you and Angels
at the function.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get more. So I'll see you around.
We gonna some more. Yeah. We locking in. Man.
We'll link in. Anyway, sorry. Let's see how some freestyles.
Yeah. So freestyle. So it was like hella people in the crowd and stuff like that. Whatever, and it was like, Yes Jules was kind of just like, anybody want to come up for freestyle? We're taking all contenders, blah, blah, blah. And nobody was just like, everybody's just watching her. I'm just like looking, I'm like, all right, well, shit, what's up? So I just kind of walk up, and like once I did it, people start to follow afterwards. So it's like maybe 4 other people came up. Yeah. And
but you started it. You were the leader.
I was the first one.
You were, I'm not saying it, but
just being real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just take that one person. Nobody wants to be the first, and nobody wants to be the last.
Some people follow, some people lead. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Type shit.
Anyway.
And so did that, and so we walked inside this like glass box. Like it was kind of like it was a booth, but it was like closed in.
Kind of like, have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese and they send the tickets everywhere and you gotta collect them? You see what I'm saying? Like
kind of like that. But like imagine like this room, but like it's all glass. It's all glass around.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to turn this middle room, even though I will say this. I've never told anybody about this, but Josh, I'm working on a project. Okay, I'm working on having my own studio.
All right.
And I plan on having that, like a glass enclosed portion of it to do ciphers and shit. Right. I haven't told anybody about that.
Hey, I'm glad I'm getting the sneak peek.
This is this is a genuine thing that's in the works. And if it ever does happen, wherever city it's located at,
I'm trying to fuck with it.
No, you will be you will be tapped into it.
What's dope?
Anyway, freestyle booth. Complex Con. Yeah.
Nah, thanks. So the booth and so we was in the booth, whatever, and they had like the speakers on the outside. So just think about that. So so as we were like inside the booth, like it kind of delayed like the sound, so it's kind of weird, but it was like, I don't know, I'm in that mode.
What was the beat?
That's where it kind of got weird.
Okay.
So so at first, because Smoke Perp was in the crowd, so they cut on a Smoke Perp beat and they're like, go, and then like so everybody like was lined up and everybody started rapping or whatever, and then all I really remember at that point, I was just like, in my head, I'm just like, nah, bro, it's time to go, it's time to go, it's time to go, it's time to go. So I'm like. They gave me, it's my turn. I just started spitting. I don't even remember. Like, I just kind of like blacked out a little bit. Yeah. Like, I'm just in that mode.
Do you freestyle? Like, is it?
Hell yeah, freestyle, most definitely. So I just kind of like blacked out a little bit, just as far as like, I don't remember what
it's
I
like
said.
In the moment.
I was in the zone.
Yeah.
And like the beat, I just remember I was in and they was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And they end up like picking me for that round. Mm-hmm. So like after I did that, you know, everybody's like, woo, you know, shout out, whatever. They was like, come back tomorrow. Like, please don't be late. Come back tomorrow. Please don't be late. So next day passed. I'm late. And so I'm like, I'm running. Like I'm trying to like get through the crowd and shit. And like I got there just in time. And so it was like all of the finalists. Mm-hmm. So in the booth, it was like doing the hosting, it was like Yes Jules, Danny Lay, and like 2 other people that was like with like one of them in Puma Radio, like one of the execs at Puma.
Okay.
So it was like a Puma sponsored event.
Okay.
And
so good networking.
Yeah, good networking for shit show. And it was like the 3 finalists was me, 24K Golden. I don't know if you know that.
Dude, that is so that's so wild.
Facts, yeah, that shit was wild. And that was before he kind of boomed too.
Yeah.
So it was him, and it was one more guy. I forgot his name. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. Wherever you at,
I'm sure you're doing your thing. Right?
Yeah.
You know
I'm sure you're doing your thing. You know, shout out to you.
It's 2018, 5 years ago.
Shit.
You know
yeah, I hope you are. Yeah. And so it was us 3, and so we started going but right before we started, Yes was like, wait. I got one more thing I want to do. And then like Nip just walked in and like he had like all red on. So at first I was like, that's not Nipsey. Like Nipsey's a Crip, so he wouldn't be wearing all red. Yeah. And then I'm looking, I'm like, yo, that's Nipsey Hussle right there. I'm like, all right, fuck, all right, cool, whatever. And like I don't know, his vibe was just very potent. Yeah. Like, and I'm not gonna lie and like sit here and cap, but like I wasn't like the hugest like Nipsey fan at that time. You know what I'm saying? But I did also like I was very hip and I respected.
But you knew who he was. Yeah.
Fucking right. Yeah, I know who Nipsey is. You know, so like I knew he was and like I respected what he did. And like from that moment, like that sparked a lot in me. So anyways, but like from that, you know, he played Hustle. They played the Hustle and Motivate beat.
Okay.
And then they played another beat or whatever. And one of the dudes, like not 24K, but the other guy, he was rapping a written. Mm-hmm. Like you know, you can kind of tell when somebody's spitting a little written. It's a little more polished.
People say you can't, but you can tell.
You can tell.
And honestly, I don't have a lot wrong with that, but like it's not a freestyle.
It's not. Yeah, and that's all it was.
People say it's a freestyle
type shit.
It's not a freestyle.
There's different types of freestles, but that wasn't what they said. They weren't off the top freestyle. You know,
you can because you're right. It's a lot more polished, but you're able to see like the line connections from like line 1, line 4. If you're freestyling, you can maybe do that.
You can but it's like you're not finna like your first bar is gonna resonate with the 7th bar, and then you brought it back.
You're doing callbacks. No, dude. The best freestyles I've seen, like really freestyled, you can do line 1, line 3. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's max. And
type shit.
Because it's hard as fuck to freestyle. You know what I mean? Like,
most definitely. So it's like, you know, so Nip was able to be like, you know, as he judged all of us, like every round, he was like, hey, I like it, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if that was freestyle, bro. Ooh. Like it sounded a little polished. Yeah. And then so he kind of got like disqualified. Yeah. And so it was just me and 24K. And so he got on there, he started freestyling. You know, he isn't, like if you listen to his music, he's more of a melodic artist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he isn't really a freestyler.
That's why I honestly confused me when you said his, not, you know what I mean?
That's what made it kind of crazy, like looking like in hindsight, like looking back on this, like, damn, like he up right now. He got plaques, all kind of shit. And it's like, where he like, I salute him because he stepped out his comfort zone. Yeah. Because that's not what he do. You know what I'm saying? But so he started freestyling stuff, and it was more like just kind of entertaining. Yeah. But like me, I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm about to. I mean, that's your shit. I'm about to eat. Like I'm about to. I haven't eaten in days. I'm about to eat.
You're a lyrical rapper. When I listen to your shit, I'm all right. My favorite hip hop, I'm into boom bap, like boom bap, 90s boom bap, right? Yeah. Your shit isn't 90s boom bap, but
it still has that
It still has that the wordplay, you know what I mean, the venom in the words, you know what I mean, the production value. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I think you have some like
a couple little boom bap joints, but it's like it's still in there.
You get some melodic shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's a little gumbo,
but it's not. You know what I mean?
It's not this, it's not that. It's I just always call my music like a Southside gumbo, just a collaboration of just like a lot of different vibes and shit. But so yeah, we did that, and so in my head I'm just like, bro, it's time to eat, it's time to eat, it's time to eat, and like same thing, like I blacked out. All I remember is like the beat cut off. Yeah. And like I'm still rapping, I'm still going. The beat is off. I'm saying the words on his shirt. I'm freestyling that shit. I'm going crazy, like to the point they damn near had to take the mic out my hand because I was just like, bro, I'm not freestyling. I'm not stopping, bro. Yeah. Like I'm not losing right now. Like that's not an option for me.
That was your moment.
That was the moment, you know. And especially just kind of like with all that I had going on, just like was going through, it just like it was a release, you know?
Cathartic.
Yeah, in a way. And so, like, from that moment, like, Nip just, like, looked at me. He didn't even know what I had going on or whatever, but, like, he looked at me and was like, hey, bro, like, you got it. Like, you got it. Like, I don't, like, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing that shit. Like, I see that fire in your eyes. Like, I had that shit. Like, I had that same look in my eyes. He's like, just keep doing what you're doing, and, like, I guarantee, like, I'm going to see you again type shit.
Yeah.
And, like, just for me, whether if that was, like, you know, maybe not the most crazy, profound thing to say, but it was, like, just for me personally and what I had going on, like, that put a battery in my back, and it kind of charged me up because I was at the lowest I ever been, you know, just kind of dealing with losing family members and shit. And from that, I ended up getting over 50 free studio time, 50 free hours of studio time at any studio I choose.
Oh, damn.
So I ended up going back to LA and just, like, cooking up out there, and that's where, like, you know, I made the first variation of the demo. Okay. I got, like, about 4 different versions of the demo, honestly. But that was, like, the first take of it that was made. And from that, you know, South by Southwest and all of this stuff, I had, like, a slick Puma deal on the table. Mm-hmm. But then, like, you know, after everything, you know, with passing and stuff, it kind of, like, my connections kind of withered from that. But, like, nah, bro, just that was, like, a very, like, core memory for me. And, like, I also know that, like, that's something that not a lot of people can say that they had experienced, you know?
No, I mean, especially, like, unfortunately, knowing what happened to Nipsey Hussle, you know what I mean? Like, that is, like, well, that was one of the first things when I was, like, doing research into your story and everything like that. That's, like, stepped out, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you have a great story and everything else, but that is, for me, like, because you always hear about, I mean, like, we'll say J. Cole, for example. He was standing outside trying to give his demo to Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Like, there's a connection. But then also to get recognition from an artist like that, it's a validation thing. You know what I mean? Like,
it was a validation thing for sure. Yeah, and
And I'm sure I'm not saying you should, but if you ever doubt yourself in the music shit, you know what I mean? You're laying in bed and like, man, should I be doing this?
Yeah, I be having that feeling sometimes, but like you said, I have those thoughts and I look back and I think about just certain things along the way, and it's like, yo, bro, this is I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. You know?
No, and I mean, and like I'll say this, I feel like you can tell when something is genuine, in the sense of, like, when it comes to music, when it comes to an artist's passion for their music or anything like that, right? And when I listen to your stuff, it always feels like, I don't feel like you're making music to get big. I don't feel like you're making music because you want to be a big time rapper. Or maybe something you do. Maybe that's part of it, right? Okay. But I can tell that it's for a love of you see what I'm saying?
It's like, for the love, for sure.
Which I think should be the first, you know what I mean? Like,
that's the first thing. That's the first thing.
The profits come with it, great. You know what I mean? And right. Good for you, and you know what I mean? Like, obviously that helps you more. But, because I mean, I know some guys who are making it just for the profit, which is cool. I get it. You got to feed the family and everything.
You can hear it.
I get it. But you can hear it.
And you can feel it too.
And people, because I feel like people listen to music to relate to it. You know what I mean? And feel the
or resonate.
Yeah. Like, and I can, if you're not in love with your music, authentic, why should I love it? You see what I'm saying? Like,
and if you don't believe in yourself, why am I believing in you? Yeah, exactly. You know, just anything.
It's like when people say, like, how are you gonna love somebody else if you can't love yourself? Type shit. Exactly. I tell a lot of friends that, like, bro, like, you know, you dated like 15 girls in like the last 6 months, bro. Which is crazy number. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, like, you need to get yourself together. Well, where you at? You know?
Yeah, like, I'm just saying this. It can't be their fault every time. Like, you know what I mean?
You
like,
got something to do with it.
You're the common denominator, bro. So I'm gonna 180 on that subject, okay?
Let's do it.
Because I told you earlier that your friend Villa, my friend, a cul-de-sac member, he helped me out. He gave me some. I got a girlfriend now because of him.
Hey,
you know, shout out Villa.
Yeah.
But you said
that's crazy
that you put him onto that game first.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's crazy because that's what I love about these dudes. But I hate it, but I love them. Yeah. Because they ain't going to never give me my credit. But it's cool. Yeah. You know, they got it. I'm going to let them have it.
Yeah, it's like collective. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just say that advice came from Cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
you know what
it's
I mean?
a CDS thing.
So I asked him who the best dancer in Cul-de-sac was. So I'm about to ask you a similar question, not the same question.
All right, go ahead.
Who do you think's got the best game in Cul-de-sac?
Like, what you mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, like,
yeah.
You're talking about basketball. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Talking about game, I ain't going to hold you.
If you had a little venue, you know what I mean? What's going on? Cause I saw a clip recently it was of you and Rondé. I think it was for a video or something like him. And a girl walks by. I think this is just for, like, you know what I mean, just for the video.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah, right. And I think you said that, like, it was your girl or something. And he was like, yeah, but let me tap in or something like that. So I was like, damn, maybe Rondé
got the riz.
Maybe he's got the riz. You know what I mean?
Man ain't got no damn riz. Hey, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I feel like collectively we all kind of got like a different type of sauce.
Okay.
Because it's like I can't even like
what's
be
the
like
Josh sauce? Like what's you know, how would you describe it?
Man, it's just pure vibes, bro.
Okay.
Like just pure vibes, one on one.
Don't want to give away too much.
Nah, just being honest is one of a kind, bro.
Oh.
It's one on one. Like just being honest. Like I feel like everybody has something different to bring to the table. I feel like you probably got something different that you bring it to the table than the next person.
Hopefully.
Not hopefully, bro. I need you to say it. I need you to know that you bringing that. You know what I'm saying?
True. You gotta have confidence yourself
Confidence,
first.
you know, different things like that. Of course, I wasn't always the most confident person, but you know, everything comes with time. So it's just like I feel like as far as like the game goes, you know what I'm saying? We got, you know, Ronde's a fucking singer, bro. Like,
true.
What do you expect? Like, you know,
because I feel like, you know what I mean. Like the hip hop shit is cool. Obviously, I love the hip hop shit, but I bet a girl wants a guy to sing to him. You know what I mean? Like, can you really beat that? You know what I mean?
You can.
Have you ever wrote a song for a girl? You ever write a song for a girl, but then give it to a bunch of girls?
You know, it's crazy.
Or is that too much?
That's most definitely something I've done before. Because it's like, that's how you finesse, though. Because it's like, you got to make, but think about it this way. Like, a lot of the most popular or, like, charting or successful songs are, like, very, like, vague or speaking very broadly. Yeah. You know, like, it's good to go, like, personal and go deep. But, like, whenever you speak kind of broad, it can resonate with a lot more people.
Bigger audience.
With a bigger audience, whether if that's the actual topic or who it's about or not. Yeah. So it's kind of like whenever you kind of like just play with it a little bit, you can be like, oh, no, this is about you. Like,
yeah. So you have, okay, because I have a similar story. This is some sophomore year shit. You know what I mean? Where I was, you know, a little bit of era. Yeah, some Loverboy shit. So I used to do my radio show, obviously, right? I would play love songs every once in a while. So you know what I did?
This dedicated to you. Don't say no names.
Dude, you already know.
I already know.
Listen, so I was maybe like, you know, talking to like 2 or 3, 4 girls, something like that.
Yeah, you was wildin'.
And I texted all of them. I was like, listen, I'm gonna play a song for you at 6 p.m. Tune in.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you wild, bro.
And then I just hit him with this goes out to a special somebody in my life, and I didn't say the name. And there's no way for them to know.
You keep it nameless.
Yeah. Apologies to all y'all. I'm a changed man. Shout out my girlfriend.
We've all grown. Yeah. We've all grown from these times.
You gotta go through the Loverboy era.
You got to, bro.
I feel like
you gotta get that out.
Because you gotta get heartbroken first, right? You get to high school, you get heartbroken.
And then they get your mind right.
Yeah. Heartbroken, that turns you into a Loverboy. And then you're like, I don't know if I want to be a Loverboy.
I don't know if
because that shit takes energy, bro.
It takes energy, takes time, take money,
dude. Why you dating if you broke? I have some homies like.
That's true.
Which I've been broke, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, it go both ways. Because it's like, I be saying that too, because it's like, you want to have yourself together before you do like anything else. But at the same time, you know, everybody have rough patches. So it's kind of like, you know, if you able to, you know, stick through that with your partner, then it's like, salute to you.
It's hard to start dating broke.
You see what I'm saying? If you're already locked in, then you go broke, then it's different. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but if like first date, you know what I mean?
And
like,
you broke, Well,
I mean, because
you gonna know if she fuck with you.
I've been there before, you know what I mean? I've been on a first date and her eyes go to the bottom right of the menu. Shit, I'm going top left. I
need appetizers.
Yeah, I'm like, can I get a water? I ate before this, actually. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go hungry for this one. But that's, you already knew what I was about to say with that one.
That's fire.
Yeah. So one more question in that regard, then we'll switch it back to the music. So I need to learn a little bit more about the Josh sauce. I mean, I just need to. Okay.
All right.
Say last night you meet a girl. Okay. You did. I don't know. Maybe this is really touching deep for you right now. Maybe you meet a girl and y'all are gonna go on a date. Okay. What's the Josh first date in Baton Rouge?
I'm gonna be real, bro. You can't do the same first date with every girl.
I did the same first date for that same sophomore year.
It can work. But it's like, at least for me, because I just know that like
it's not genuine.
Every girl likes something different, bro.
True.
Like you can, who knows? Okay, this girl may be into, I don't know, eating crawfish at the park. I don't fucking know.
Fair.
And you trying to bring her to the mall and go shopping. Like, bro, she don't want to do that. She just want to snowball. Like, bro, she just want to go bowling. So it's just kind of like whatever. Like she want to go to the museum. So it's kind of like you kind of have to be like, I feel like personally with the first date, like. If anything, the first date has to be the most intentional.
Yeah.
Because that's going to set the tone and it's going to set the vibe. And it's kind of like from that, it's like, okay, cool. So we already at this high. So now the next link up, we don't really have to do all this. We can really just vibe. We could just kick it. You know?
Are you not worried that maybe if you set the bar too high, you set the expectation? Like, you see what I'm saying? So say maybe the first date, you know, you take them to a cool cul-de-sac concert. You know what I mean? You'll get a big dinner, $60 dinner, dessert, all that shit.
That's tough.
She's gonna be expecting that, or maybe not expecting it. You see what I'm saying? But like, you set the bar that you roll like that.
Oh, I know what you mean.
But she doesn't know that you broke the piggy bank for that date. Like, you know what I mean?
No, facts. So this is the thing. I get what you're saying. So you never, like, girls always say that, you never present a vibe that you can't maintain. So it's like, of course, I'm not finna be here wine and dining, buying 30 bottles of wine and this and that. Like, hell no, bro. Like, okay, we finna do something cool. We finna, like, I'm gonna keep it genuine. So whether if it's like you said, okay, cool, we go out to eat, $60 dinner, $80 dinner, whatever, cool. We go out to eat, and we might just go walk around the city, just catch a vibe, just talk, chop it up.
That's what I do. That's always first day. I always do coffee or drinks, because like coffee or drinks, if you do dinner, you're locked in for like an hour or two, right? And first date for me is some guys go on first, or some people go on first dates, and they already know that like they're gonna try to make it work. Me, I'm trying to figure out if I want to date you.
If I want to even lock this in.
So first date, I get coffee or drinks. If I get it there and the conversation's not
dry, bland,
and not saying the girl's bad, just not for me. You know what I mean?
No, sometimes people just don't mix, bro. That's life.
Yeah, that's just life. You know what I mean? I'd rather figure that out and be like, listen, it was nice to meet you.
Before I drop that little bag on the meal.
Let me buy you a little espresso, a little drink or something like that, and I'll dip out after 20, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Time is money.
Most definitely.
Time is money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess some more sauce, bro. You want to lock in just like the vibe, bro. Like FaceTime, bro. Like that is the sauce. Like that's how you know if a conversation is gonna last. So it's like hopping on FaceTime, chopping it up, and then from that it's like, so when y'all do link up on the
kick off.
So when y'all link up on the first date, it's not weird, bro.
Our game is different. I'm not judging. I'm not knocking your game or anything like that.
Because on the first, because think about it. Let's say.
But you're right.
So let's say, all right, cool. I'm just hypothetically, like you said at the show. All right, cool. We kick it. I get your number. I get your vibe. I catch your number. We catch your vibe.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now, instead of us going on the first date to catch a vibe, I'm gonna chop up with you on the phone. I'm gonna see what she wants.
That's fair.
How you been? What you been up to?
See how she conversates.
See how the conversation is. And if that conversation is flowing, so when we link up, it's gonna be nothing, bro. I can guarantee it.
True, because it's harder to conversate. That's true.
Because it's like,
that's fair.
It's, so like that kind of little wall right there, it's a little broken. Or if not broken, I cracked it a little bit.
More comfort. You know what I mean?
A little more comfort.
Yeah,
so when we link, now whether if we had a little joke or something, a little inside joke on FaceTime, I could bring that up during the date, or I could talk about this or that, or
familiarity.
If we have something familiar, and we have a common ground to start from.
So a question I have regarding that is, so say hypothetically you did like get a number from a girl last night. Are you worried that because you're performing at the show that she might be her attention might be disingenuous? You see what I'm saying? And
I know what you mean.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
when they catch you, like
stargaze, you know what I mean, or just distracted by the fact, the hype or the clout of it, you know, like.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I tend to like, me personally, I don't really like. Let me try to put it. I don't really try to like talk about my music for real. Like I don't really like I don't really be bringing that up. Like I know some people probably be like, oh, I did it. Like I don't know. My girls be asking me like, oh, what you be doing or what you be up to or like whatever case may be. But like, I'm just chilling. Like I don't know. I don't really bring that up. Like if you want to know about that, it's there. Like you gonna see it. You gonna find out. So like whenever like it comes to like a show or whatever, it's like I just keep it very cordial. You know, very cool. But I don't know. Like I know what you mean because like the higher and higher we get, like it's gonna be more like just ingenuine.
People that want you for what comes from you being
something
big.
that comes from me, not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Not for Josh. Not for you as a person, which is like.
So that's why I'm working right now. And I'm locking in something right now. I'm trying to get. I'm working on that tied up situation right now.
You don't gotta get it. I know what you're saying.
I'm trying to get off the milk.
Okay, so I've asked you this before when we first met at the Future SU. I'm gonna bring it up again.
Let's do it.
You got a girl. She comes in the car. We'll say fourth date. All right, fourth date. So it's just you have a timeline. You know what I mean? I like being specific with that. Fourth date, you pick her up and you throw her the aux, and she plays some of your stuff like right away. Right away.
Yikes.
Is that a little too much?
That's too much.
But okay, what if she shuffles it and then you pop? That's different, right?
That's cool.
That's what we talked about.
I fuck with that. Like if it's in the sense of like it's like you playing music, you on shuffle and like you like tapping through and then like the song, like a little bit of song play, you like up and then you like skip it. It's like, all right, that's cool. Like you tapping in. Like I fuck with that.
So you know what? All right, listen. Any ladies that want to get Josh in the future, here's a tip. I'm gonna give you the Nick Frewin tip. All right, cue up a bunch of songs so he thinks you're shuffling, and then skip through to his song, and then you got him bagged.
Hey, maybe.
Hey, I'm here all week. Y'all tap it with me for.
Hey.
Anyway, but that's too
by
much.
the course, $16.99 a month.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea.
Hey, that'd be crazy.
The Nick at Night course.
Hey, Nick at Night.
Nick at Night course. Dude, because my first DJ name was terrible. It was that honorary frat guy, which is.
That's a little long.
It's a little long, which because. I was at Tigerland. Yeah.
TFAG.
A little too much. That's because I'm Greek, right? Like actually Greek. I was at the Tigerland talking to a bunch of frat guys, and they were like, "Do you know about Greek life?" And I'm like, "Bro, I live a Greek life." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Literally,
I literally am Greek. And they were like, "Oh, dude, you're that honorary frat guy now." And so when I started here, but I think Nick at Night's a little.
Nick at Night hard.
It's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a little better. So yeah, tap in. $16.99. It's gonna be out next month.
Got you.
JoshSimmons certified right here.
I co-signed it.
Yeah, co-signed it right here. So yeah, no, because I was just curious about that, and it's not even just with girls, you know what I mean? Just it can be like connections in general, friendships, relationships, like anybody. Like, are they tapping into me because they fuck with my stuff, or are they tapping into me
trying to get something out of me?
Yeah, like, you know,
that's something I always think about, and that is kind of like, it makes it difficult. Yeah, but also at the same time, this is something that I asked for, and this is something that I want. So it's kind of like you gotta take what come with it.
So can I ask you a question? Yeah. So that's obviously somebody who I'm engaging in this scene. That's something I try to avoid. I try to develop a genuine relationship with the artists and stuff. What can I do to help curate that? I'm hoping that I've been curating that here. You know what I mean? Tapping into a few and stuff. But like, because I never want to come off as, or even to the artists, maybe not come off. I never want to come off as I'm just doing this to get this. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm just doing this
because you genuinely want to do the shit.
Yeah. It's just, I'm not making anything off this shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing this
off the muscle because you want to do it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is there any advice that you would have for somebody in my shoes? You know what I mean? To develop, like, to come out in a genuine way, I guess. If you see what I'm trying to say.
Genuinely, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll fuck with you, bro. You already know that. Okay, like, you already know, bro. You know we good. But like, just in general, just like, bro, like, that's another thing that like me and all the homies be talking about. It's kind of like, you can see when people kind of put their mask on or put the cape on or like, you know, or just kind of act like, do a facade. And it's kind of like, bro, like, you don't have to, like Kendrick said, you ain't got a lot to kick it, bro. Like, I fuck with all kind of people, bro. I got homies that motherfucking take out the trash. And like, it don't really matter. Like, you don't have to be fresh. And you don't have to be this. You don't have to be that. You don't have to make music to kick it with us, bro. Like, it's like, bro, we're genuine beings, bro. We humans, bro.
Because you're people, not just y'all, but I'm saying, like, you're not just your job. You know what I mean? Like, bro. In the sense of what you output in life. You're a person. You could output nothing, but still be a great person.
And that's, bro, literally last night, bro, I heard this quote, bro, and that shit, like, kind of opened my mind a little bit. It was like, all right, we all have a gift, but it's like, he was like, don't let your gift define who you are. Because if your gift is taken away, who are you?
True.
Like, if you're not able to do this gift, what do you have? Like, are you a good person? Yeah. Do people actually fuck with you? Like, if people only tap in with me just for a song or for a verse, what about the day, like, God forbid, or I have amnesia or something, I can't even remember. Fuck it, I got, what's it called? I can't even write no more. Or whatever the case may be. I got something, you know, just God forbid. Yeah. So y'all not gonna fuck with me no more? Yeah. Like, am I not a good person? Am I not a genuine vibe? Am I not funny? Am I not this? Am I not that? So it's kind of like, that's why I try to, like, always just move as if, like, bro, like, that's just, like, that's my job. Like, you know, this is something that I do, but, like, my job doesn't define who I am. Yeah, so I feel like with anybody that's around me, like, don't, or just around us, like, yeah, bro, don't treat it as if, like, that's all that I have to offer, bro. I'm a human just like you, bro. What's up? How you doing? How was your day? Like, it ain't gotta be, so shit, bro, the studio, bro.
What's up with the music shit?
Like, that's fuck the studio, bro. What you doing?
That's
what'd exactly you eat today?
Yeah, like, you know, what's up with you? Like, what is going on in your life?
Like,
that's why, like, I told you the whole point of this is not just talk about, we can talk about the music shit all day.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I want
that's what this is for.
Because that's what so it's kind of like, that is the catalyst for our conversation, right? Yeah. That's how I heard about you, Josh. It's through the music. But now I fuck with you as a person. I fucked with you as a person when I met you at the Future XU Parade because I came up with you asking to take your picture, and you were chill. You let me take your picture. You were cool. We had a little bit of combo.
Man,
and it was nice.
We joked up a little bit.
Yeah, it was chill, and it was like,
that's what I'm saying. Just, it's cool, bro. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. We be chilling, bro. Like, we really be chilling, bro.
So okay, follow up question. And I asked Wakai the same thing. Say I didn't know you, right? But I'm bumping you music. Say I'm from LA or some shit. Bumping you music, big JoshSimmons fan. Got you poster on my wall and shit. You know, all that shit. I see you walking around LA. I'm like, oh shit, that's JoshSimmons. Hey. Do I go? What, like, can I approach
you? Right.
Yeah,
bro.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Be like, when people are like, being purely or like being genuine or purely themselves, bro. That is like a very infectious and contagious energy, like in a positive way. Yeah. Just in the sense of like, like, think about when you see, like, a little kid, like, genuinely happy that they got a piece of candy or they got the question right or whatever. Or, like, or when you genuinely see one of your homies, like, excited about some shit that they just did. It's kind of like, shit, I'm happy too. Yeah. Shit, let's go. Like, you know? So it's kind of like. Energy carries, bro. It's only transferred, never destroyed. Yeah. So it's just, like, the fact, you know, if somebody, like, comes to me and just, like, let alone if I'm outside of my home city, state, and you like, yo, hey, I fuck what you doing. I fuck what you. Give me a hug, bro. What's up? Like, you know, like, that's cool to me, bro, because it's like, it shows that, like, what we doing isn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, this shit is bigger than us. And then, two, it's like, hey, bro, like, this is a moment for not just me. This is a moment for you, too. So let's surrender to the moment and embrace it, bro. Shit, what's up? Hey.
Just enjoy the moment. One thing I think about with artists, and, like, if I ever see an artist, I'm like say I see Shmino. I love Shmino, big fan of Shmino. And I could go up and have a conversation with him. I don't even think I'd want to ask for a picture. Because I feel like everybody that goes up to him and asks for a picture and shit. I just want, like...
I just want that vibe.
I just want that vibe. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's kind of the thing. Me and my friend have this joke. Me and my guy, Dami, he used to be a DJ here, DJ Rocksteady. We go crate digging a lot. We really into... I have, like, 300 records or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Big record collector. And we're always making, like, did you really go crate digging if you didn't take a picture and put it on your story type shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, or it's like go to the rap show if you didn't post about it or
did
shit
it
like
really
that.
happen?
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people, and I've honestly, I've been there before, you know what I mean? Like, where I feel like I get too focused on how it's going to look on social media instead of enjoying the moment.
And that's what, like, that's what burns the entree type shit. Yeah, it's like scorching the dish.
Yeah, so I guess, you know, one thing I'm gonna ask you is because obviously as a growing artist, you have to be on social media. You know what I mean? It's a big part of it.
It's ass.
So yeah, can you tell me a little bit? But also, you're great at it. Like your social media presence is great. You know what I mean? And it's very.
You're working on it.
Yeah, working on it, but I love it. But like you're saying, like, is that draining? You know what I mean? Like, how is like it's always in your mind? You know that you're creating content.
Yeah, it's like it's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, of course, bro. Like at the end of the day, when you really think about it, of course, social media is one of the things that's like affecting. My bad. Let me get closer.
Oh, you good.
Social media is something that's like affecting like everybody, like in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting like, you know, social encounters. It's limiting certain things. It's like all kind of stuff, whatever. But outside of that, so it's like, you know, a lot of people tend to take like social media breaks or step back from things, whatever the case may be. But like being like an artist, you know, you kind of always have to like, you know, you don't always have to, but at least with like, you know, what my goal is and what I want to accomplish, I kind of got to be in y'all face a little bit. I got to, you know, consistently show y'all, you know, what we're working on or whatever the case may be, or just continue to build engagement until the next release. Yeah. So, you know, that is always a task. And it does get kind of draining because, you know, sometimes you just want to just take a step back and just live. But at the same time, like I said earlier, this is something that I asked for. Yeah. So you can't just take the bad. You can't take the good without the bad or the bad and no good, you know? So I kind of also view it as, because sometimes I just be chilling and next thing you know, I could be like walking down the hallway. Oh, this would be a cool ass angle. Like, this would be a cool shot. Hey, hold on. Hey, do this real quick. Hey, snap me up. You know, just like, so it's like.
It is fun.
It's also fun. So it's like at the same time, it'd be draining, but I also still get a kick out of this because this is something that I love to do. Yeah. So it's like, bro, it go both ways, bro. It really depends your lens and your perspective.
Yeah, because it is really fun. And, like, 'cause I didn't post on, like, anything personal on my Instagram for, like, a year. So I just did it recently. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I didn't want to be a force. You see, I'm like, I'll do when I want to, but I really don't like the people that post.
Just be, like, all day, every day.
Every day.
Bro, come on, bro. Like,
well, and I understand why, if it's a fun thing, you know what I mean? If it's cool, like, if that's what you really like doing. But I know there has to be some people who are, like, it's a whole, this, like, social image. And also, I believe that there's some things that, like, you want to keep to yourself.
It's for you, and that's, yes, bro. And that's, like, right now what I'm trying to figure out, and I'm working on my balance with, because it's like, bro, I'll fuck around, do all kind of crazy shit, and not post nothing. And it'd be kind of like, damn, I should have posted it. Or then, like, I don't know.
But so now it's just for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I also, like, take note of that, too. So it's like, I understand and realize that, bro, I have to live for me at the end of the day. This is my life, and I have to be fulfilled in order for anything else to fall in line and happen.
And I think the more fulfilled you are, the better of result in your music.
Else, right? Exactly. The results will be in everything else.
It's like building blocks.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I tend to still also kind of view things from, like, that perspective of, like, damn, I just had a brain fart.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah. So we were talking about, you know, how, damn, I'm kind of, we were talking about the social media and how it's a little bit draining.
Yeah. And how, just always having to post and stuff. So it's just like, you know, the same time, like just finding that balance, and I've been working on that, and I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that where it's at.
No, I got you.
But it does get kind of like draining sometimes, but at the same time, it's like all that I learned and I realized is like this is really just applying and getting you ready for the next step, and especially the level we're trying to take it.
Yeah. So I have a question for you as a Baton Rouge hip hop artist. And we kind of talked earlier about how I am. I guess I'm going to announce this right now. If anybody's still listening, they're going to hear about this early. I'm trying to organize some type of hip hop show here in Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. If you could curate the artist, you know what I mean? Give me a recommendation. Here's my actual question before we answer that. What is the ideal hip hop set, right? In the length, because I don't think I would think like an hour or two of hip hop. You know what I mean? Because like I only want to get like 5 or 6 artists, but I don't think hip hop artists want to be doing 30-minute, 45-minute sets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This stuff be too long, bro.
So as a hip hop artist, one who just performed last night, what is the ideal set time?
Ideal set time, it really just depends on like who's on the lineup, and it's like if you have a headliner or like a main act. Because if you have a main act, of course the main act's gonna get the most time. I'm
thinking 4 or 5, and equal. That's all I'm thinking.
Well, cool. So if it's all equal time, then I say no more than 3-4 songs, bro.
So 15, 20?
Yeah, 15, 20, bro. Because like, and sometimes 20 be pushing it. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, it's like when it's like a lot of artists, you want to do shorter sets, because if it's like a lot of artists and long sets, it just starts to feel like a talent show or something. Yeah. Like, at least to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, or like a little showcase where it's kind of like, all right, bro, like how many more artists is on?
And it's so much that it's just like, and this will make sense in a second. I go to school, journalism student, right? And the first thing they teach you is to be concise with your messaging, right? Because the easiest thing it is for a reader to do is stop reading. Same thing for listening.
Stop listening. I can stand up, walk outside, go get a drink, go smoke, leave.
You want to break down the barriers of access. You know what I mean? And so that's why. So I really want to, because again, we've talked about this earlier. There's not a lot of hip hop oriented only shows here in Baton Rouge. There's not the infrastructure for that. I want to throw an event. Okay. I
say do 20-minute sets, bro. If you got 5 artists, 20-minute sets, bro. Maybe like a few minutes in between, no longer than a 2-hour event.
I have an ideal lineup, but I'm gonna run it by you after this, because I want to know your thoughts on this. I will say I would want you, if you were interested, if you'd be cool.
A KLSU show. I'm fucking
KLSU SpotCheck show. Nick and Knight is hosting it. Got a couple different venues in mind. I think that'd be dope.
I'm on
it. So I realized I haven't asked you this question that I always ask everybody. Desert Island. You have a record player. You can pick 3 albums.
Desert or Island, I got 3.
So these are the only 3 albums you're going to listen to the rest of your life. Almost Desert Island and like a Coconut, and I don't know what's the Desert Island. You know what I'm saying?
3 albums?
Yeah.
That's tough.
This is how we're going to get to know you.
All right. I got 3. I got 3.
I can make it harder and go to 1.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, one's too hard. One's too hard, yeah.
I think I'm just not going to listen to music. Go crazy.
Maybe demo.
You know what's crazy?
Can we get a demo vinyl? I know that.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, is he about to?
You know what's crazy?
Oh shit! Can you announce it?
I was actually I'm working on merch. I'm actually working on merch right now. Okay. So the website's under construction.
Okay.
By the time y'all hear this, maybe
this should be out next week.
Nah, so because the website's still like So website's under construction at the moment. Yeah. But so we gonna be putting out a lot of like merch pieces, clothing, trinkets, and like I want to do vinyls as well.
Everything, all of his information will be tagged in the bio caption. He'll be tagged in everything. Yeah. If you see this clip on social media,
JoshSimmons, anywhere, everywhere, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, tap in. And hey, because the thing about podcast episodes is they live in forever. So, maybe a year or 2 from now, you're listening to this, go check out his website. It's definitely up by now, and you can go pick up some merch. I would love a demo. Love to get a demo vinyl. I feel like that would be
crazy. I'm gonna get it pink too.
Oh, that's hard. I got Preacher's Son on vinyl when he did the release. That was
that's what I'm saying. I gotta do a vinyl, bro.
Yeah, because it's growing. Like it's just. For me, the reason I like physical media like that is like, all right, so say you want to go see a movie, right? You could go see it in the movie theater and you're locked in. It's an experience. Or you could stream it at home. But you stream it at home, you watch it with somebody, you distracted, you got your phone, you know what I mean?
It's not the same experience.
Yeah, that's the thing for vinyl for me. Because you got to put the record down, you got to flip it.
You got to actually be in, like you have to dedicate time to that.
Yes. And it shows appreciation to the artist. And also supports the artist. You pay for the vinyl, you know what I mean? Like I'm a big fan of that. I know I will definitely be checking out your merch. I'm sure your merch gonna look cool.
Hell yeah!
Because you got we've already talked about this. You got some style. You got some style, man.
Thank you.
I'm sure you know that.
I'll be trying.
You and the cul-de-sac guys. I know. I see all of your social media. You be thrifting at the vintage stores. You know what I mean? You got the connections like that.
Stay out the way.
Yeah, because that's the thing about, you can be a great hip hop artist, but the image matters too. You know what I'm saying? There's the aesthetic.
It's like, at least now, like in today's day and age, which is very unfortunate and I kind of don't like, but like the music is low key on the back burner now. Like,
I know what you're saying.
Everything else is a little more important than the music. Like the music comes last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to these label meetings, you do all this other stuff, like they worry about everything else. Like, bro, they don't even listen to the song. They're not even worried about the song. Like, oh, you have a song? Okay, that's cool. But what about...
Where's the video, the merch, the social media posts?
Social media, like what is your engagement? Like what is your interaction? Like what is the analytics? Like they worry about so many other different things, like your image or this or that. Like, they have yet to ask about a song.
Which is, at the end of the day, like, that's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
Exactly, but it's a business. So it's kind of like,
That's
they run it like numbers and not the art.
That's one thing I like about demo. So you have one of the ending of the songs. I think, which song is it? I think it's a voicemail from your father.
Till I Die.
Till I Die.
That's the one.
So that's the one I played recently when I did the Baton Rouge Underground. That was the first song I played, by the way. Like I opened up until it's such a good. It's a great song.
It's a good opener.
Great opener. But then your dad talks about how you're a business. You know what I mean?
You got to still view it that way.
Yeah, like if you're not making a profit, you're not doing what you need to do.
As a successful business.
I thought about cutting that part, but I kept it in there because it's underground. A lot of these artists are coming up. I was like, I feel like it's a good message.
That's what people need to hear. Yeah, bro. Because, like for me. Well, first off, with that, like, that was the last song I made on the demo. Okay. And, like, once he sent me that voice memo, I was like, yeah, I think the demo's done.
Yeah.
Like, But,
But that felt great.
It did,
Because it sounds like you had 4 iterations. You worked on it for a couple of years, you know what I mean? Which I really appreciate that because you could have just rushed out a demo and then done another EP, then an album. Yeah. But this is a work of art. This is, you spent time. Like, think about, like, this is going, like, classical, like, 1600s, 1500s, like, artists, right? They spent decades on one painting. You know what I mean? And it was worth it. You know what I mean? Like, cause
it lasted the test of time.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're the only one that can say when your project is ready. You know what I mean? And it's like, because there's always something you can improve about it. Or you know what I mean, to a degree. You can keep optimizing. I see you looking through albums over there. Yeah. Are you getting any closer? So let's get to that question. Where are you at the 3?
So one, I'm gonna say Blank Face, Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Blonde, Frank Ocean.
I'm more of a Channel Orange guy, but okay, I respect it though. Like
it's crazy. I slept on Channel Orange.
Oh, dude,
I like it though.
It's got Bad Religion, Forrest Gump,
Pyramids, like Crack Rock, Pilot Jump. Okay,
dude, come on, Channel Orange kind of hits, man.
It's either those two. All right, it's
different,
one.
It's
different
one of those vibes,
two.
though. I will say that it's much different. So I like because that was the big debate we heard at KLSU. We did like a year or two ago. Where Channel Orange was blonde, and we had the polls, and people were like, I think Channel Orange won like 52%. Like it's a close
to
Blonde. He does a lot more experimental.
Yeah. But that was like for me, like so. I'm like a very like I'm open to music all the time. Yeah. But it's like if I feel like somebody's forcing me to do something, then I won't do it. Or I don't like it. So it's kind of like at a point in time, I felt like I was kind of like forced to listen to Channel Orange.
I see. Yeah.
In a way, because everybody's like, bro, this is it. I'm telling you, I promise. This is like just hyping it up. And then like I play it, I'm like, I don't know.
You gotta be in the right.
You gotta be in the right mindset. You gotta be in the right frame, And it didn't really like hit for me for real. And then Blonde came out. I bumped Blonde, and I fell in love with Frank. And then I went back to Channel Orange, and it hit. So it's kind of like the fact that Blonde was kind of like to hit the trigger, like hit the switch for me. I was like, okay, so that's why I kind of put Blonde over it, because that's what put me on to Frank.
No, that makes sense. I'm like, because what do you say about the mindset of going into a song or an album, a piece of work? And it's not even just music; it's any body of work. You got to be in the right mindset for it. So the question I have for you is: if somebody wants to get into JoshSimmons, wants to listen to demo, what environment should they be in? What mindset should they be in? How do they prepare themselves for a demo?
So I actually posted a little letter right before the demo dropped. Yeah. On my page.
I read that letter. Okay.
Type shit. So basically, just stating that like I feel like the best way to do this and to listen to it is kind of the same way that I do, which is just basically whatever your personal element is, whether that's you like riding in the car, just vibing with your friends, or if you just at the park having a little picnic with your shorty or something, or shit, if you just like to lay on your bed and put your headphones in and look at the ceiling fan, whatever it may be that you ride your bike, whatever it is that you may like, you like, that you find serenity in and doing, like, or comfort, like put everything in your natural element. Yeah. All I need is 30 minutes of your time.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's another thing I like about the album is that it's concise. You know what I mean? It's 30 minutes. It's
30.
It's very
27 and some change.
very
and it's
digestible. You know what I mean? I'm not
easy.
spending. Which I wouldn't be mad if you did drop you should. I think you know.
I will eventually.
Yeah, you know.
But it's like we're working our way up though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a great way to
good introduction.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You already knew what I was about to say. Okay, so we are at album 3.
Okay, the third one.
We got Blank Face. We got Blondes. Blank Face, Blonde.
And
something because okay, let's think about it like this. You got the hip hop covered. You got the hip hop.
That's gonna turn me up.
Yeah, you got the blonde, which is a lot of
just
emotions
the vibes,
there. Yeah,
that's all like I'm on an island, bro. I gotta cry a little bit.
Yeah,
you know, I gotta cry a couple times. And then like my feel good album would probably be
Demo, JoshSimmons. All right, there we go.
Demo, either Demo or
you'll have that'll
Mama's.
Be there.
Probably like Mama's Gun. Probably like Mama's Gun or something.
Does Mama's Gun have Penitentiary Philosophy? Is that album? I think it does.
I think that is Mama's.
I think it is because I had a.
Yeah. That's the intro.
I had an original pressing of that album on vinyl, right? And I have I already mentioned it, my friend.
Or Baduism, one of the two.
No, that's not, so I had Baduism, but I had Mama's Gun, right? Yeah. Original pressing. It was one of my favorite albums, and my friend DJ Rocksteady, he was moving, right?
He scratched it.
Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't scratch it. No, he was moving. Oh, I would have been heartbroken if he scratched it. He was moving and he couldn't find it.
Yo.
So I was like, you know what? I feel like my love language is music, and I feel like sometimes like, oh, you love your homie? Yeah, I love my homie. You know what I mean? Like I got love for him. You know what I mean? So I gave him that record. I was like, yeah, because like, yeah, bro,
that's
like,
love for real.
Because like that was one of his favorite records that he's been looking for. Because my thing is, I don't like ordering records online. I like
being there. Yeah, I'm a physical person.
It's an experience. Like I can order any record I want online.
But
cool.
it's a different like we said, bro, the energy stuff is real, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like same thing with like how we talked about the clothing and stuff. It's like, yeah, I can go to a designer store. I can go to any store and just, let me buy this. But it's like when you digging and you like finding like pieces, like, bro, nobody's going to dig and take the time to find this. Like, okay.
Like universal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's meant to find this. It's also personable. You know
it's
what I mean?
It's a personable thing, yeah.
That shirt is hard, by the way. What the fuck is that?
This is Left Eye. So, shout out the homie at Loyalty Club. This is a brand out of New Orleans.
Okay, shout out them. I'll tag them.
This is like an airbrush tee with Left Eye on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, cool. Shout out them. What was the name of them again?
The Loyalty Club.
Loyalty Club. Okay, so one thing I'm trying to get into a little bit. I'm trying to expand the fashion taste a little bit. Just give me where should I start? Like I will say I think I do have good style.
No, you
right
good.
Now, right now,
this is chill. This is like you got the merch on, bro.
Oh yeah, the KLSU merch. We just did this year. You know what I mean? Shout out KLSU. You know. Anyway, but so like what good shops? I guess that's what I'm asking.
So of course at the end of the day, bro, I feel like one of the cheat codes that not a lot of people like consider is like, bro, when you thrift, it literally like helps set up your closet. Yeah. So it's like this. This is kind of what I did. Okay. I'll give you tips. So what I did personally, I thrifted.
Okay.
And I tend to thrift a lot. So it's like when you thrift, you may not find the most craziest stuff. Yeah. But it's like, okay, you're building up your catalog in a sense. Like you're building up your closet.
What's the name for like clothes that they're not like staple pieces?
They're not pieces, but they're just
like the
you know
basics,
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
The essentials.
The essentials,
you have your essentials. So it's like, okay, cool. I got some nice fitting pants. Or I got a cool little shirt, a cool little flannel, cool little jacket, a couple hats, or whatever the case may be. Like you have a good bit of those. Yeah. So now, after you thrift, you're not even gonna spend much. You may spend let's say you thrift for a whole week. You might spend $20. I don't know, but you got at least 10 pieces of clothing, whatever. I don't know. You got the foundation. You got your foundation. You got a good foundation. And then from that, be intentional. Okay, hey, man, I ain't going to lie. I really been liking those shoes. I always been wanting them, but boom. All right, cool. So get those shoes. Okay, cool. I always liked this shirt. I just never really got. So actually buy what you want. Don't just buy shit just to buy it.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. So it's like once you, like every now and then you'll buy certain things that you want on top of all these thrifted clothes. So it's like, okay, cool, these shoes that I finally got. Yeah. So I got this thrift fit and I throw my shoes with it. Yeah. Now that fit is automatically enhanced.
Because you have so you have the staple, not the staples, you have like the foundational
pieces
that always work. Like you can work that into whatever. Yeah. And then you have the staple piece.
The pop out piece.
The pop out piece.
So once you add the pop out piece
for you? I like the necklace too.
Honestly, the pop-out piece is probably the pants today.
Oh, for real? Like, you got the white denim?
Yeah, my homie.
I got some white denim, like, ripped ones. I do love wearing them. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
You don't see a lot of guys wearing white pants like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's just like, having something different every time, you know. So just whatever that pop out or standout piece is. Fuck it, even if you got a haircut today, that might be the highlight of your fit. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever that accessory may be. You know, accessories also do help a lot.
True.
So it's like boom.
Yeah.
The shirt look cool.
The shirt looks cool, but it's more.
But then when I do this, it hits a little harder.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean.
So
you got. Oh, dude. Yeah. No.
So just like little things.
You got good style. I mean, I've already told you that. But you know that.
Bro.
You know what I mean? But you got.
So thrifting, and then also just being intentional with the few little pieces that you like, man.
Okay, so wait? So okay. So again, can you look at the camera and tell me the 3 albums? You know what I mean? All like, it's just so we wrap around. So we just.
If I was trapped on an island and I had to go with 3 projects, I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna say Blank Face, Schoolboy Q. I'm gonna say 2, Mama's Gun, Erykah Badu. And I'm gonna go 3rd, Frank Ocean. We trying to decide the Channel Orange or the Blonde, but I'm gonna pick the Blonde, and that's gonna be my 3.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with Blonde. I'm not saying there is.
Yeah, but it's a tough pick though.
I'm a Channel Orange guy. You know what I mean? That's just like if you listen, like I mean, it's so like we were talking about Kanye albums earlier. You know what I mean? Or even you know what I mean? Oh, would you put some Kanye on there? You already locked it in. It's locked in.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's locked in.
But I do know.
What would you
a Ye album would go kind of crazy.
Which one would you do?
Either Graduation or Late Registration.
That's fair. See, okay, so whenever I ask this question, sometimes they'll throw it back to me. I always say I would pick an artist who does a lot of different sounds. And sometimes I would say I'm going to pick a Drake album because he does a lot of songs. Like, they're big albums and a lot of different sounds.
Scorpio would have been a good...
Right?
That would have been a good pick, bro, because you have a lot to pick from.
A lot of different vibes. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of different vibes. Yeah. It's a 2-sided tape. Yo, see, I didn't even think about that.
You got to think about like
Drake,
the
nothing was the same. Yo,
just saying.
I'm
just saying.
You got me.
That's an option.
I'm stumped, bro.
He's stumped.
Even watching movies with the sound off would have been crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
but I feel like that might get redundant after a while. But
I mean, only 3 albums are probably gonna get redundant after a while.
Yeah,
facts. You're probably gonna have to go like a week of listening to shit and a week of silence. You know, make your own music. You got like crowds, I'm about to shells and shit. Yeah, you know, you're a drummer. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, so I mean, which also I'm sure that helps a lot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The technical aspect,
my
being
flow,
a band kid,
my cadence
you know what I mean?
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so a question I have for you is, so after this, say I'm going out tonight. I think I'm going to casino tonight or some bullshit tonight. You know, something like that. And someone's like, Nick, what did you do today? I'm like, oh, I interviewed JoshSimmons. They're like, oh. And I tell them a little about you, and they're like, oh, who does he sound like? Not me saying you sound like anybody else, but you know, like Spotify radio.
Yeah, related.
Who do you think, you know what I mean? Like big artists, I guess, like that I can say that you're in the style of.
Let's see. I'm not a big comparison guy.
Yeah, no, I'm no me either. But
yeah, no, we had to, you know, because you have to, related artists. I'm gonna say like this, with my previous and like my catalog that is out, not the stuff that I'm sitting on. Yeah. The stuff that is out, I can say it is more on the esque and plane of how many are related? How many you need?
Oh no, just
a few.
Yeah, just anybody. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say like a Lil Earl.
Okay. Yeah.
Isaiah Rashad a little bit.
Of course, especially with the production.
Yeah.
That's really where I see it. You know what I mean?
Lil Smino vibe.
Yeah, you and Wakai got the Smino vibe too, real chill.
And I say, I want to say like maybe like a slick like Mac, Larry June ish.
Larry June, I really see. Even though the sound isn't the same, like obviously the vocals, but
the vibe, yeah.
No, I mean, I've been really enjoying The Alchemist and that Larry June album.
That bit's tough. Hell yeah.
But it's not my favorite that Alchemist dropped this year, because he dropped a project with one of my favorite rappers, Domo Genesis.
Yep, nobody talking about that.
Nobody talking about it. That album is great.
Nobody talking about it.
I love Domo Genesis. Genesis from 2016. That is
coming back.
Dude, yes. I'm telling you, bro. Yes. See, that's why I didn't want to do this. Cause I was like, I feel like
he hard. Bro.
When I saw you post YG Tut, I think you put like corner stories on your story or something like that. I was like, dude, I gotta get him on. I was like, because like I've had rappers on here, they don't know who YG Tut is. Like, not knocking him for it, but I'm just like, but you should.
You should.
Like you should. Like you know what I mean. Like I wish you did. You know what I mean. Like I said it the other day. That's a top 10 album for me.
Me and not to cut you off.
No, you good.
Me and I've been chopping it up with his videographer, and so he's actually gonna come to Louisiana, not next month, but the month afterwards.
Y'all doing something?
So, yeah, right. So I'm trying to play my cards right.
Yeah.
And like see if I could like from him get to that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna happen. Though.
That would be
it's gonna happen,
incredibly hard.
I'm gonna do it just for you. I'm gonna make it happen, bro.
Dude, that is meant so.
That'd be fire.
That would be fucking amazing. I would,
no bullshit.
No, dude, I appreciate the fuck out of that. No, I think y'all would also sound great together. Like
Thanks.
The track he did with Gyra, he did the hook. It was sounding amazing. You know what I mean? I think y'all's vibe, it would sound amazing. So we've been going for, guess the time. How long we've been running for?
Like 40.
We're at like an hour and 20 right now.
Shit.
But it's a good conversation.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
crazy.
It's been feeling.
Yeah.
So is there anything we're going to slowly start to wrap up? Actually, the second guest today isn't coming, so there's no rush on the time or anything like that. So is there anything that we didn't touch upon that you want to talk about? I will say this, because I was just going to do SpotCheck and have artists come on once. But I have a couple artists that said they want to come back and do some more stuff. And in the future, and I want you to come back in the future because I want to start a new segment.
I do want to come back.
Okay, we'll bring you back where I have them freestyle. I'm not ready for that today. Yeah. But I would like for you in the future, if you're down, you know what I mean? I don't want to throw you on the spot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that next time.
Yeah.
We'll do an interview.
Yeah.
I'll probably have some shit out by then.
Yeah.
We could freestyle. We could do the whole thing.
I'm here. Listen, I'm here at KLSU until December. That's when I graduate. But I plan on SpotCheck. I'm buying all the equipment so I can do it myself. You know what I mean?
Tough.
Like, it'll continue. So we will bring you back either in the next 6-7 months or sometime in the future for sure.
Let's do it.
Get you a freestyle. But is there anything that you wanted to talk about today that you didn't get the chance to?
Something that I wanted to talk about.
That you were like, God, I hope Nick asks about this, you know, or God, I hope Nick doesn't ask about this. Is there anything I should have asked about? You know what I mean?
Let's see. I mean, we touched the demo a little bit. We touched the visuals.
We talked a lot.
Yeah, we talked a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's more that we could talk about, but I feel like we should leave it here.
Save it for the next one.
So that next one we got even more.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Before I wrap up, is there anything that you a message that you want to give the audience, to give the people, and you can say it directly to the camera, or you could leave on a silent note. It's up to you. Obviously, guys, go listen to the demo. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Right. We're ready whenever you are.
If I had to tell anybody that's watching this something right now, I really just want to say, trust yourself. And when I say that, I mean like, just wholeheartedly trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust that, you know, the universe and everything else will align with you. Because whenever you move with genuine intention, move with genuine love, and always just move with, like I said, just genuine intent, the universe is only working for you and not against you. So when you do right by people, of course, we're not in a perfect world. Sometimes they may not do right by you, and that's okay. And you have to be able to accept that and continue to not match their energy, but continue to move with that same genuine intent and love regardless. And whether if the people that is around you, your immediate is around you, are giving you that, whether they are or they're not, the higher power, the universe, and everything that you're dreaming of will be. And that's really all I can really say for that. And when you trust yourself, it can be very tough. It can be very tedious. It can be a whole roller coaster of emotions, because you have to understand and realize the only thing that's in your way is yourself. And once you take that out, once you understand that and realize that and embrace yourself and everything that comes with you, flaws and all, you become flawless. Because flaws is what make you you and what make you unique. So embrace that.
Flaws are very human. You don't have to be perfect, you know? You don't have to be perfect at all. I think very wise words from JoshSimmons. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely. How to get you in. Nick and Night, yes, sir. We will be bringing you back in the future. I got some other things we could talk about, you know what I mean, off camera. But this has been SpotCheck. This has been episode 9 of SpotCheck, actually, here on 91.1 KLSU. We're going to keep the show going. I will see you guys again next Friday. Every Friday we drop at 4 p.m. This has been Nick and Night. We're going to roll out. I hope you guys all have a good one.
Cheers.